Hello YouTube, it's Supernova back with more Falcon 4 BMS. Today we're going to be practicing CCRP at the Kotar range in South Korea. We're on a heading of 180 towards steer point 6, which is over the target area. We have air to ground mode enabled. We will set up the right MFD as described in the CCIP tutorial, but we will use continuously computed release point or CCRP delivery mode, and we will enter a release angle. To enter a release angle, press OSB 5 to enter the control page, press OSB 10, then enter the desired release angle. After reviewing the SMS page, press OSB 13 to return the right MFD to HSD mode. We're viewing the Fire Control Radar, or FCR, in air-to-ground mode. It's important to ensure that the steer point selected is over the target area. In this case, that is steer point 6. The white dots visible on the MFD are contact returns. OSB 1 indicates that we are in ground map, or GM, mode. There are 4 levels of field of view available with OSB 3. The first is the normal field of view. Expanded, or EXP, expands the display around the cursor and centers it. Doppler beam sharpening, or DBS 1, provides more detail than expanded at the same magnification, and DBS 2 provides the highest level of magnification. Note that the DBS modes are only available at ranges under 40 miles. Using CCRP consists of 3 steps. The first is to set the desired mean point of impact, or DMPI. We do that with a sensor, in this case the FCR. Select DBS2 by pressing OSB 3 to cycle the detail level. You may slew your ground cursor position using the radar cursor controls, which are mapped to shift arrow keys by default. Select a target using the radar cursor controls. First we're going to look at the loft technique. The advantage of lofting weapons is its standoff range. We can typically release weapons 2 to 5 miles from their target. The vertical line on the hood is the azimuth steering line. This is where in azimuth the FPM should be placed to track directly towards the solution. We are now at the second step in the CCRP sequence, flying the aircraft in accordance with the directive HUD symbology towards the solution. We center the azimuth steering line on the FPM with the flight controls. At the bottom right of the HUD are listed the slant range, the time to release or impact, and the bearing and range to target. We are now approaching the target. When we are 2 miles from our release point, a large circle will appear on the HUD. This is known as the maximum toss anticipation cue. It will flash when we reach the release point. At this time in BMS, however, we must wait from 2 to 5 seconds after it has disappeared before we initiate a pull to the desired release angle. After the circle has disappeared, we will count out 1,000, 2,000, 3,000. To then complete the third of the 3 CCRP steps and give consent to weapon release, we will press and hold the weapon release button. We will then increase power to mill power or engage afterburner as required and pull firmly towards the pitch-up angle previously entered in the SMS, maintaining airspeed between 450 and 550 knots at around 4G. To the right of the HUD is a bracket known as the release angle scale. Our goal is to place the carrot on top of the scale at the end of the pull. As we approach the release point or solution, a horizontal line will appear towards the top of the azimuth steering line and will begin descending towards the FPM. This is the solution cue. When the carrot is at the top of the release angle scale and the solution cue meets the FPM, we have achieved the solution and the bombs will be released. Next we will look at weapon release in level flight. After the maximum toss anticipation cue has appeared, flashed and then disappeared, the solution cue will descend to the FPM. Once it has done so, it will return to the top of the azimuth steering line and begin falling towards the FPM again. When the solution cue is a few seconds from release, as indicated by the time to release, press and hold down the weapon release button. When the solution cue reaches the FPM, the bombs will be released. Please like, comment and subscribe if you found that useful, and I hope to see you again for the next Falcon 4 BMS video.